Yo, what's up, y'all? Today we're gonna get a little mushy and emotional. So I'm gonna talk about my parents and myself. So I hope that some people may be able to relate to this and help someone. So my parents and I have not always had the best relationship. Of course, it was great during childhood, except for one episode, one event that kind of traumatized me. Not in like uh, oh my god, you're gonna die. But it really affected me. I didn't cry or anything, but the fact that I'm still thinking about it now, I always think about it. I've gotten over it, but I still remember it. So my mother once expressed her disappointment in me in that I wasn't like some other kid. I wasn't as smart as him or whatever. And that just really bummed me out. It didn't make me depressed or anything or sad. I didn't cry, but I think subconsciously I knew that there was a part of my mom that loved me on a conditional level. Of course, there's a part of her that loves me on a unconditional level as well, but that conditional level was still there. My success affected her ego. And at the time, I didn't care. I was like, that sucks for. I didn't say anything, but I think subconsciously I was thinking, well, that sucks for you. I don't give a damn if, I'm not as smart as some other kid. I think my sister was kind of the opposite. She always wanted to please our parents, and I don't think she's happy because of it. I don't think she's unhappy. Maybe she is. She's living at home with two kids, and she hates being a mom. So maybe she should have listened to her heart more. But a few years ago, I chose to go to law school. Part of it was because I couldn't find a real job, and I wanted to inflate my ego. I wanted to inflate my resume by going to a professional graduate school, get a graduate degree. And a lot of it also had to do with wanting to please my parents. Because what parent doesn't want to say, my kid's a lawyer, my kid's a doctor, my kid's an architect? Have one of those fancy schmancy titles. So I wanted to fulfill that for them. But if you saw my video about reasons to not go to law school, or don't go to law school unless, you know that on the first day of class, I knew that I didn't want to be there. But I stayed anywhere for 1 year. And during that year, I was living alone, and I learned a lot about myself and my parents. I really came to understand how much they loved me unconditionally, because I was a stubborn kid. In high school, they really wanted me to try really hard, get into a good college, a great college. They didn't explicitly say that, but you could tell that that's what they wanted. It's kind of ridiculous too, because if I got an A minus, they would bitch and moan at me. And that's when I said in my mind and heart that, you know what, I don't give a damn. I'm not gonna try. That's how I've always been. I'm not gonna try to please anyone but myself. Maybe that's a flaw, maybe that's not, but I have no regrets. I think eventually they gave up trying to mold me into the son they wanted me to be, and they accepted me for whom I was. And I gotta tell you, that took a long time for them. And I think I came to love myself unconditionally as well after they started loving me unconditionally. Maybe it's because I'm kind of empathic or highly sensitive, but it took their love for me to realize what love was, what unconditional love was. My parents and I have a great relationship now. We never fight or anything. Can't say the same about my sister. Whenever she visits our parents, I think they always have like one fight. At the same time, I think it's important to live by yourself for at least a little bit to get to know yourself and for you to grow as a person in your own mold and not try to conform to anyone else. You will learn to love yourself unconditionally and see the unconditional love from other people as well. Well, thank you for joining me on another video. Have a great day.